You're watching Drake Wing Gaming. Enjoy the video.
Hey guys and gals, Nary here from Drake Wing Gaming and Sunny Mountain Twitter, the Gaming Dragon. Today I'm coming back at you with the Let's Play episode of Tennis Ace, June's Path. So yeah, let's go ahead and jump right back in, shall we? Alarm chain, you were up, and let's go. Of course, anything to cheer you up. So what's this orchestra like? What's their composition? Are they a regular symphonic orchestra, or do they have a special arrangement? I actually did... Oh, I wonder if they're going to have a keyboard group with pianos in it. But then again, it's very hard to... Oh my god. Jeez, he's just going on and on. Oh my god, he just keeps going on. Jesus! June! Oh my god, June, take a break. Take a breath, please slow down. Oh, sorry, was I going too fast? Yes! Jesus, I think I was only getting every fifth word, if even that. Calm down. Sorry, I got a bit ahead of myself. You think? Still, I'm really excited about this. I've never had a chance to watch a real orchestra live, so I'm having a hard time containing myself. Are you saying that up until now, and ever since I've known you, you've been contained? Yeah, I have. Why? Oh, dear God. I really shouldn't have taken you out to a bakery before this. I don't think the sugar is helping any. Huh? Why? I don't get it. I know I'm not exactly a believer, but may God have mercy on my soul today. Well, at least we managed to get here 10 minutes early, so we don't have to rush anything. There's some time to settle down, take a deep breath, you know, all things one usually does before watching a performance. I guess, in a way. I'm not really sure why we're talking about it, but... Actually, I do have a question. Or, well, several questions. I'll try my best to answer them. What have you got? Do you even know what kind of music they're going to be playing today? Huh? Classical music, right? Isn't that what orchestras play? It is the norm, but that doesn't mean it's always the case. There are orchestras that play all kinds of music. I've even seen a rock orchestra online once. You're kidding me. Nope, they usually announce their repertoire beforehand. Was there anything about it on their social media? You didn't check their social media, did you? Not really, no. I didn't think I had to. I just heard about an orchestra performing and thought to myself, this is perfect, and rushed to buy the tickets. Come to think of it, I probably should have looked a little deeper into it, shouldn't I? Sorry. It's alright. I'm sure I'll enjoy it either way. I was just curious to know. And that's good to know, at least. Definitely makes me feel a bit better. You said you had other questions, though, right? Yeah, although if you didn't know how to answer my first one, I doubt you'll know the others either. I mean, they do kind of require for you to have looked into it after all. I'm sorry, okay? I'm not usually good with this whole planning things out shtick, but I still tried my best. Yuichi-san, you're grumbling. I'm allowed this. I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to make you upset or to put any flaws into your gift. It's a great gesture, and I already love it. No, you don't have to apologize. I'm just mad at myself because you're totally right. I should have put a little bit more thought into at least researching the basics. I guess I was so excited about how perfect the idea sounded that I rushed into it head first. Being impulsive is kind of my flaw at times. But like I said, I really do love it. I do think it was perfect. It shows how well you know me and how much you care. I'm glad you think so. I was really hoping to make you happy, yeah. I do think so. You really are the best, Yuichi-san. I'm glad it was for you that you what? Nothing. Stupid secretive tiger. I'll karate chop you on the head if you keep this up. Oh, actually, now that I think about it, there is one question you might be able to answer. Shoot. Do we have assigned seating, or do we just sit wherever? If it's the first, then everything is fine. But if it's the second one, then you want to go to the hall already so you can sit at the front? Kinda, yeah. Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but the seats here are assigned, and by the time I managed to buy the tickets, the first 6 or so rows were already filled up. Oh, man. Jeez, look a bit more disappointed, why don't you? I know I shouldn't be salty about it, but I can't help but be just a slight little bit. Yes, I'm petty. Sue me. I'm pretty sure you're still going to get a good view of it. You don't have to look so sad about it. Oh, I'm not sad. I'm super happy right now. See? I instinctively shift around uncomfortably where I stand. There is something that really creeps me out, seeing how easily June manages to put on such a happy, genuine-looking smile on demand. Why'd you even know how to do that? How much practice would that even need? Yeah, I guess you are, huh? Yeah! Come on, let's go find our seats. I figure it's about time anyway. Sure, alright. Are you alright, though? You seem upset. He innocently cocks his head to the side, taking a step closer and inspecting my face with his darting eyes. Nah, I'm alright, just a bit worried that you might be upset about not getting good seats, that's all. What? No, Yuichi said you shouldn't worry about that. The last thing I want is for you to be worrying about me. I'm just being paranoid, I guess. I want today to be perfect for you and all. But I'm already having fun. I've been having fun all day. You don't need to worry about me. Now I can't tell whether this smile is genuine or not. Oh god, I really am starting to feel paranoid. Come on, we should really head to our seats. I grab the tiger by his wrist, turning my back to him and making sure to gently pull him along while keeping him behind me. Also, we can't see the frown forming on my face at the moment. A few minutes later, the performers are already all on stage, readying themselves in their positions and checking their instruments. There are way too many for me to count, probably over 20 in total. There's no piano in sight, which leaves me a little disappointed. I'm sure June would have been thrilled to see one, and I had no idea there weren't common things in orchestras. Looks like a pretty standard instrumentation. I wonder what they're going to be performing. We'll just have to wait and see. Yeah! The tiger places a hand on the arm support of his seat, rubbing the sides of his hand gently against mine. Ooh, second now. Stay hydrated. Almost to the point where it seems accidental. He doesn't even look at me while he does it, leaving me unsure whether he meant to do that or not. Since it doesn't happen again, I decide to chalk it up to a coincidence, turning my eyes back on stage as a woman takes the front of the stage. Ooh, that must be the maestro. Is that the person that leads the orchestra? Exactly. Huh, interesting. I just took a guess based on the name, but I'm glad to see that I'm right. The performers all clutch their instruments, readying themselves to play any second now. June waits at the edge of his seat, his eyes fixed on the maestro's figure. I follow his gaze, curious to see what will happen. With a flick of his stick, the instruments all start in synchrony, filling the air with the sound of strings. Whoa, air! Just from the look on his face, I can already tell he's immediately recognized it. At least he looks pretty happy and satisfied, and I'm certainly glad to see that. The sound is... I don't know how to describe it. It feels kind of out of this world. Ethereal? Is that the word? It's light and fluffy. Like every swish of the maestro's stick brings around new colors flooding into sight. Hearing? The atmosphere is entirely different from when I watch June perform. I don't feel the same sense of gripping magnetism I usually have when I watch him. Not that it's not interesting to watch. It's certainly beautiful and I'm glad to be able to watch it. But it doesn't give me that sense of urgency, that craving for more. I wonder why it is. June's tail slowly sways back and forth, brushing against my legs while the tiger happily watches the performance, a big goofy smile plastered across his face. It's still enough to make me smile myself. Just seeing him seem so content makes me glad to have come here. The last thing I want is to see him looking so stressed and miserable like he did last week. Being able to cheer him up, even just a little bit, is enough to leave me satisfied. I want him to smile like this more. I want a genuine smile from him. Before I even noticed it, that alone became one of my greatest priorities in everyday life. Strange. I gingerly placed my hand on top of the tiger's own, watching his face with the corner of my eyes to see if he'll react to it at all. He, however, doesn't seem to react at all, seeming to be too distracted to even notice the gesture, his eyes never leaving the stage. I continued to enjoy the rest of the performance while clutching the tiger's hand in mine, content to just have him right next to me like this. At some point, and without me even noticing, the tiger moved his hand around, placing it back on the armrest, lining his palm up with my own and intertwining his fingers between mine. An hour later. The orchestra performance was shorter than I expected. I thought it'd be fully dark outside by the time we left, but it seems there's still quite a bit of orange in the sky. The sun sets slowly on the horizon with the last few minutes of daylight. Maybe there are about 20 or so left before it gets dark out. I mean, I guess it makes sense given that they seem to be an amateur group with day jobs. They probably can't focus on this stuff full time, so their set list isn't going to be anything huge. But I guess I still expected it to be at least 2 or 3 hours long. Is that too much? Do orchestras not usually go that long? I don't really know. I didn't manage to get anything coherent out of June afterwards, as he seemed to be talking with the speed of a movie stuck in fast forward. And now on the way home, well, he was quiet for other reasons. The train is even fuller now than it was earlier, but then again, given the time of day, it's really no wonder. Most people are going to be heading home by now, and it's only natural for them to fill up more than usual. There's barely any room to breathe, let alone move. We're almost to our stop. You don't have to cling to me so hard, by the way. I'm afraid of falling again. It's not that bad. Just plant your feet firmly on the ground and you'll be fine. Easy for you to say, you're used to it. You have no idea how many times I fell as a child before I got used to riding a train, kitten. Just because I'm used to it now doesn't mean I didn't have a hard time getting used to it. This won't last long. Just 5 more minutes or so. You'll be fine. Okay. Just then, before either of us can realize what is going on, the train shakes suddenly, sending lots of people off their feet. A petite woman bumps against June, elbowing him by accident before she manages to stabilize herself on her feet. Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. Are you alright? Yeah, I'll be fine. Just knock the wind out of me. June's voice flutters unnaturally, his entire body shaking a little. All of a sudden, he grabs onto me, wrapping an arm around my shoulders as if begging for support. Are you okay? His other hand goes to his chest, his knees nearly buckling under his weight, giving me barely any time to hold on to him and keep him standing. My chest! His eyes widen in horror as it dawns on me what has happened. Did she? The tiger nods meekly, desperately clutching his chest with shivering hands and gasping. He'd gotten elbowed in his chest. That must have been what happened while I wasn't looking. And he's only just recovered from his latest flare-up. His body probably isn't prepared to deal with that kind of stress yet again so soon. Hold on, we're almost at our stop. June nods meekly, burying his face in my chest, holding on to me tightly while taking labored breaths. Just hold on to me, you'll be fine. We'll get you home and you'll be able to rest. He nods again, his whole face brushing up and down against my chest, not even letting me see his expression. Come on, arrive at our stop already! As soon as the doors of the train opened, I grabbed June and rushed out the compartment with him still clinging to me. His breathing had stabilized a bit by the time we arrived, and he seemed to be doing better, but that still wasn't enough to keep my racing mind from worrying. How are you feeling? Are you in pain? Talk to me. I'm okay. I just need to lie down. Despite his best attempts to fake a smile, it was clear from his twitching brow and the cadence of his words that he was having trouble speaking. God damn it, you can't be honest with me even now? Goddamn stupid fucking tiger! Come on, it's a bit of a walk home still. Maybe I should call a taxi. No, there's no need. I can walk. Just hurry. All right, I won't argue with you right now. Let's just take things slow for now. Come on. I led him away from the crowd, trying my best to push aside anyone so they don't collide with him, especially now when he's basically shrinking into himself. At some point, he pulled away from me, struggling against my attempts to at least hold onto his hand, wanting to walk on his own 2 feet. I bit my tongue, not wanting to cause a scene in public. Besides, I feel stressing him out right now might only make things worse. If only he weren't so stubborn. June, stop trying to rush so much. You can't be walking ahead of me. Right. He nodded meekly, not holding my gaze, barely even slowing us down at all. Just enough to say that he's complying. If you're feeling so bad that you want to rush home, then we really should grab a taxi. No, I can walk. I want to walk. I don't need help. Why do you have to be so fucking stubborn about this? Every single time, always refusing help, always being so annoying. Why do you have to be like this? That's it. I'm going to look for the nearest taxi stop. No! I glance up at the traffic light, seeing the countdown letting me know that it'll turn red in just a few seconds. Alright, y'all, I'm actually going to pause it right there. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, ring that notification bell, and check out our Patreon if you can. It always helps. Anyway, I love you all, and I'll see you all in the next video. Bye-bye!